Hi, this is Mike with Desert Foothills Handyman Service. I am going to show you how to install a Fanimation Studio Collection Aire Drop 52-inch ceiling fan. It's got the LED light kit. It is for indoor use. It does have 3 speeds, and it's also comes with the remote that you mount on the wall. The blades on this ceiling fan are extremely hard to get in to the ceiling fan. It's not like a normal ceiling fan where you can access the mounting positions for the blades. This one here, you have to take the housing apart to install the blades. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I've got all the parts laid out for me here. On the counter, it's got the light mount, it's got your fan remote, your LED light, your mounting kit, all your screws, and then it's got the manual of how to put these fans together. I would recommend reading the manual thoroughly so that you know what you're doing when you get into the ceiling fan. So, and this is the actual fan motor, and you will need a drill with a Phillips head bit, possibly your wire strippers, Phillips head screwdriver. I always like to use a Phillips head screwdriver so that I can kind of torque down the screws on the blades and stuff. That way they don't come flying off at you in the middle of the night. So, all right, I'm going to set my phone down here, and I'm going to show you how to do this. So, I always like to put the fan inside the styrofoam so that it protects it and keeps it safe. This is the actual fan motor, and as you can see, these little slots here, that's where your blade is inserted into. So I'll kind of give you a demo of how they go inside. So you slide them into this slot here, but a lot of people would not understand how they attach to the fan motor. So what you have to do is you have to take the top of this apart so that you can access where the fan blades attach. So the first thing you do is take these screws off the top here and put the screws where you won't lose them. And it is a Phillips head screw, so you will need a Phillips head bit or a screwdriver to take it apart. And I've already pre-stripped the wires on this, so I'm ready to roll once I get everything connected up and finished up with assembly. The majority part of ceiling fans is the assembly portion of the ceiling fan. Installing the ceiling fan is just a breeze. It just takes a few seconds, but assembly takes the most time. So what I did is I took the screws off of this little round plate, and now you have to take the down rod set screws out also, or else you won't be able to get this retaining ring off. And this is the retaining ring. I carefully removed the screws, and now you take the lid off. And so now it exposes the motor, and you can actually see where the fan blades attach right here. So what you do is you decide what side you want down, and for this case I'm going to use the dark side down, and you insert the blade here, and then you use the screws that they provided to attach to the fan itself. They're a little difficult to get in, but once you get them in, they're fine. Just kind of line them up. They come with a washer, so you want to make sure you put your washers on. That eliminates any kind of vibration and stuff like that. It just kind of keeps the fan blade and stuff in good shape. So, but once you you get them in there. This one's being a little difficult. Okay. So now that I've successfully got the screw mounted in there, I can line all the other ones up. And I always use my Phillips head screwdriver to attach the blade to the fan. I kind of leave it a little loose so that when I go to put my other screw in, I just kind of move the blade aside a little bit and line it right up. So, but once you get those in, then you will be good to go on these. And I kind of torque them down a little bit so that, like I said, the fan blade doesn't come flying at you in the middle of the night because you didn't tighten down the screws all the way. So, but like I said, you can see that the blade is attached, and it's attached in there with the screws. So I'm going to go ahead and move to the next. And sometimes putting it on a box can be a little difficult with that. We're going to turn the box over so that I have full access to it. Alright. These are, like I said, they're a little difficult if you don't know what you're doing and stuff. It might be a little hard. But the key thing is to take your time. If you're unsure about how to do something, contact a professional or contact the fan company, and they can walk you through the process of installing these blades. So I've got two done. Making progress here. So once you do one or two of them, it's pretty fast, it's pretty easy, you get used to it, you know pretty much how things go and stuff, so it's not too terribly hard. And like I said, you want to put the fan on something. The perfect thing to put it on is the styrofoam that comes in the box because it's a perfect protector from any kind of scratches that might happen or anything like that. So you want to just make sure that you protect your fan when you're putting it all together and stuff. And that way there's no damage. So Okay, we have all the blades on. As you can see, every one of them are on. So now we're going to put the housing back on here and then put all the screws back in the way they go. This is your housing. So you carefully feed your wire through. Make sure it's in the correct position. There are certain positions for it. And there is, I'd like to show you something here. There is a switch here that's on the side of the fan. So you want to line that switch up with the actual square that's right there on the housing. So that way you don't get any problems with the switch, but you have to have everything lined up. So it's not hard to do. So okay. Oh. Okay, and once you get it into place, it'll fall right in. Okay, just like that. And then you put all your retaining ring back on the way it's supposed to be. And there's a little notch on it. You can see the little notch right here. That little notch right there. And there's a notch on this, which corresponds with this. Okay. And then you put your screws back in. And once you get two of them lined up inside here, the rest will fall right into place because you've got you'll have the retaining ring in the correct position. So, okay. And again, you want to torque everything down so nothing is loose, nothing flies off, because fans, they move at a pretty high rate of speed, and anything that is loose can come off and possibly hurt somebody or hurt you. So, all right. Okay, then you put the screws back on for the down rod. So we're done with that. Oh, sorry about that. All right. Okay, so this is your down rod. You put this on here in preparation for the fan. But before you put your down rod on, a lot of people forget that you have to put your housing on first, just like that, and then your little trim piece, just like that. And then you can fish everything through, your wires, through the down rod, Sometimes we're a little booger to get through there. Let me try this a different way. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll just twist them all together. That way there's no snags and they're all together. And then I'll put the wire through. And then usually it goes right through just like it did. And then you want to make sure that there's threads on this, so you want to make sure you screw it down. And you screw it all the way until you can't screw it no more. And then you back it off, just like that. So I'm going to back it off. And then I'm going to put this pin on. This is has a little cotter, a little safety catch, just like that. And here's the rod that goes through the down rod. This protects anything from coming loose. So you want to line up that hole. Sometimes it's a little, there it is. Okay, and then I've successfully done that. And now you put your pin through. And so your pin is through. Now you torque down the screws that I put in that hold the down rod in place. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that, sometimes there's interruptions. Okay, so we've got the top portion of the fan assembled, along with all the blades. Now we have this portion to assemble. So what I like to do is flip it over and use the same box. That way everything's protected. And these are your